Hello, everyone. Game number 2. It's Henry Ford men against the Macomb men. Macomb in the dark blue uniforms, Henry Ford in the white. Henry Ford coming into this contest with a record of 6-2 in league play and 16-5 overall. Starting lineups just got announced, and Henry Ford comes down with the rebound.
The intensity is always going to be high in this kind of game. I mean, it's always when Macomb and Henry Ford match up lately, it's meant something. And this one right here, I think the winner goes on and wins the regular season title. So very big one for Henry Ford. Wasn't a lot of talking before the game. Not a lot of talking. And that was Williams on the dunk, man. And I'll say this, Jeff. You better not blink because they're going to get up and down, both teams. This is a Shamarion Hardy kind of game, the kid with the basketball right now. He's got to leave his mark right here at this school, and this is how you do it, winning a game like this.
Ziegler with the ball at the top. Henry Ford trying to attack the basket. Hardy from outside, no good. Nice blockout job that time by number 5, Josh Hines. Well, pardon me, that's E.J. Roberts.
It's going to be some great individual matchups. The best team is going to win, obviously, but there's going to be a lot of back and forth, a lot of one-on-one matchups. Hey, a lot of it, you can cut the intensity with a knife. I mean, both of these teams, they want to beat one another bad.
Your officials for this afternoon's contest, Andrew Barnes, William Cunningham, and Roger McKinney.
And speaking of a Shamarion Hardy type game, it's a Calvin Marshall game too. Calvin Marshall, you know that Amari Allen is a guy that can score. You know what Omar Ziegler's going to give you.
It's going to be a goaltending call. As on the attack, E.J. Roberts put the ball on the floor and went straight to the basket. All tied up at 2. Just joining us here in the first half of play. Henry Ford and Macomb. The Monarchs versus the Hawks. Long jumper from outside, no good. Hawks come away with the rebound. Mariali dribbling the ball up slowly, getting into the half-court offense. Jumper from outside is good. E.J. Roberts knocking down the 2.
And I didn't mention his name prevalently, but very prominently, but man, here's another kid. Hey, you're playing for your next deal too. Whether it be Division I, Division II, high major, mid-major. The proof is in the pudding. Ask Central Michigan University.
Good ball movement by Henry Ford. And nailing it from the corner, E.J. Roberts.
It's a 3-way tie in the Eastern Division, or the Eastern Conference of the MCCAA. Macomb, Oakland, and Henry Ford.
I believe Macomb is ranked number 5th in the conference.
Ranked number 5th.
Or maybe these
in the nation.
In the nation.
Yeah, in the nation.
Ranked number 5th in the nation. Henry Ford, 21st. Good rebound by Marshall. Ziegler with the ball on the wing. Good patience offensively by Henry Ford, and the knockdown by Shamarion Holland.
I mean, Hardy, if he keeps this dribble alive, very dangerous. He's hitting the outside shot. That's a plus for the Hawks.
Macomb on the attack. And Allen comes down with the rebound. Coach Shepard shouting out some offensive instructions.
Yeah, Calvin Marshall says, hey, that's my fault. Hardy with a nice little pass with some zip on it. When you're playing these kind of games, the ball comes faster and it comes harder. So hands got to be ready.
Nice steal from behind, but not able to get it under control. Macomb in the reset and a foul on the play. And that's going to be a foul on number 3. Looks like it's going to be on Hardy. Actually, that foul was on Ziegler, number 1. Long shot is good from 3. That's Fishburne. Trying to get some help, kick back outside to the top. That went in and out. Macomb wants to run. They slow it up and get into their half court. Good defensive job by Henry Ford. And a nice job going to the basket by Macomb to get the layup. 1-point lead for Henry Ford.
And expect this all day. You might take a lead 4, 5, 6 points, and next thing you know, it's down to 1 or it's tied or you've lost the lead. So, because these teams are volume scorers. I mean, they've got a lot of guys that can put it in the basket.
On the attack, Henry Ford. And Hardy couldn't get that one to go. Good steal from behind, and the layup is good. Number 2, Amari Allen.
And that's what I'm used to seeing from him. Watch the Hamtramck program grow under Dennis Foster Jr., and Amari Allen was a big part of that. Can you imagine a district with Western, Cass Tech, King, and Hamtramck? That's the district that he came out of. Of course, there's been some realignment and some things like that, but when you come through that district, if you're able to win it, and Hamtramck hasn't, they've been very close, man, you've earned your stripes. And then just to know that you go on, you got to play some more games.
Oh, yeah. Well, you've been in some battles when you're talking about those programs. Wilburn has now checked into the game for Henry Ford. 3-point lead, 13-10 in favor of Henry Ford. Trying to pass over the top. Outside shot no good by Macomb. And they turn the ball over to the Hawks.
A nice substitution off the bench for Henry Ford. Down on Wilburn. Kind of an unsung player here.
Ziegler in the low post. Ziegler with the turnaround off the glass. Ziegler showing some muscle underneath. That completely went over the rim. Henry Ford doing an excellent job in clogging up that paint. Ziegler with the block. 1 second, no time left on the shot clock. Good half-court defense by Henry Ford.
Well, let me do some color if you don't mind. I'm going to tell you right now, I thought that they were going to lay that thing up because the previous few possessions prior, it was a great defensive job, except they gave up the layup. Here, they all stayed down, and you got the rim protection from Omar Ziegler. That says it all right there. The intensity is high, but when you play defense, it sets a tone.
Ziegler in attack mode, going to the basket hard, and knocks down the layup.
And now they're up 7, and let's see how Macomb responds. Trying to run pick and roll each time down.
That one's off to Mark. Coming away with the rebound is Macomb. In the battle for the ball, that's number 3, Nowicki. And he'll go to the line after drawing the foul.
Jotham and Winke. Let me just say this, and I'll say it after the free throw. You know, Henry Ford has got to win the game here because they did not beat them on the road. And these home games mean so much when you're in this conference.
Winke.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Winke makes the second. It makes it a 17-11 score here in the first half.
It's always a tough stretch when you have. Think about the games that Henry Ford has played since January 25th. Schoolcraft, St. Clair, Mott, Wayne County, Macomb, and then they play Wednesday at Oakland. Nothing easy.
Jalen Jenkins on that last layup by Macomb. And that came too easy right there. It's a breakdown in the defense by Henry Ford. Henry Ford looking to attack. Count the bucket as Amari Allen in attack mode drive to the basket for 2.
Tough player. He's starting to do more on the defensive end. He's always had this offensive bag. And quite honestly, Macomb is a little longer. I can't recall a time where I've seen so much length on their roster.
Brian Everhart checking into the game early for Henry Ford.
If he can hit some shots, I'm talking about Everhart, it would extend Macomb's defense, and that's what they want to do.
(19-13). Hawks on top. Nice
Great
job.
play. Did you see that play by Allen? The tip it and save it. The deflection and the save, man. That's what you're going to need today.
Ziegler in the attack mode again, draws the foul, and he'll go to the line shooting 2.
Hey, listen, Zig has been around. He had the injuries. He's been here for a minute. I want to say 3 for sure. But here's a kid who he's getting his opportunity. His body is better. It shows. He's showing how strong he is. He's done a great job here in Henry Ford. Once his opportunity came.
Coach Shepard takes a full timeout. Shepard in his 8th season. leading Henry Ford. With this break, we'll take a break. You're watching Henry Ford basketball on the Henry Ford streaming network. .10:34 here in the first half, 20-13 your score in favor of the Hawks. And Ziegler at the line. After drawing the foul. Good job by Henry Ford in getting the loose ball and the rebound off the missed free throw. Good look inside and a good job in receiving that pass. Malachi Irving, oh, pardon me, not Malachi Irving, but Wilburn with the shot.
Jeff, first of all, Hardy threaded the needle.
Yes.
Second of all, Wilburn has the energy, the persistence to stay with it. He was not to be denied on that one. Wearing number 10, too. Looks like Dennis Rodman, man. I'm not saying he's Rodman or anything. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Are you serious?
Quick whistle blow.
It's a technical foul.
Technical foul.
Now, if he calls a double tech,
now, I couldn't see.
but he called the tech on Hardy. He called on Shamarion Hardy, which I call BS on that. Give him a warning. Give him a warning. Give him a warning, man. It's a rivalry game. What do you want to play? Want him to play hopscotch? What do you want him to do? If the talking continues, that's something different. But come on, come on. I've never seen this guy in an officiating crew in this conference.
Nevertheless, both technical foul shots were missed.
I mean, now if he pulls both guys to the side and say, "Hey, cut the talk, right. cut the talking, cut the chatter."
I like what you said.
But to call the technical foul that quick, you're gonna lose more control of the game that you want.
Right, you're gonna have more talking. Wilburn kicks it back out. A nice drive to the basket, and Marshall with the layup. And here comes the noise.
Well, I mean, that's all Marshall. He hadn't been hitting those threes, hasn't been so flamboyant today. But, man, this dude, when he's on top of it, he's on top of it. When he's into the game, don't let those threes fall.
Everhart gets the loose ball after the turnover. Marshall again from outside. Macomb looking to run. Free throw extension. And the tap in by number 12, Marlon Williams.
One thing you're going to have to do against Macomb, I alluded to their length earlier. You're going to have to box out at all times.
Ziegler trying to create some space there. Ziegler on the wing, looking for some help. Good job by Wilburn with this flash to the basket. And a good job by Ziegler finding him, and the foul is drawn, and Wilburn will go to the line shooting 2.
Wilburn is an energy guy, gets to the rim. He's going to get to the free throw line. You want consistent minutes from him, and consistent production, I might add, from this kid. He could start anywhere in the conference and come off the bench on this team. Got to work on the free throws, fellas.
Misses them both. Mari Allen is now into the game for Henry Ford. Nice spin move, and there's that rim protection by Ziegler. Ziegler might have got hit in the face on that last one. He did get hit in the face. I hope he's okay. But a foul on the play will send Josh Hines to the line shooting 2. Mari Allen is called for the foul. And that will be his first foul of the contest. (26-19) your score. 8:03 here in the first. Henry Ford College basketball on the Henry Ford streaming network.
All right, they've been stuck on 26 for a minute here. Let's see what they're going to do.
Fadeaway. No good by Marshall. Macomb wants to run. Three-point shot way short on that one. Step back 3 is off the mark. Macomb almost lost that one. Good battle underneath, and Ziegler called for the foul. He just doesn't like that call.
Remember what I said about boxing out? And remember that I said that these teams are volume scorers, and no lead is safe. You can be down 4, 5, 6, and the next minute you're up.
Nweke at the line, shooting 2. Dotton will check in. Everhart will check out for Henry Ford. 6-point lead for your Hawks. Second free throw is good. 7:06 remaining here in the first half of play. 26-21 your score. Marshall had that one blocked. And Macomb won't go away. 26-23.
Slow it down and execute and run your stuff and get a basket, not a turnover.
2 turnovers in a row. 2 bad offensive executions in a row. 1-point lead for Henry Ford. Ziegler tried to go up and under, and Nweke doesn't like the call. It was definitely a foul.
Enrique is one of the examples of length. Guy's got some long arms. And I tell you, he's got his third foul. He's going to have to go to the bench, I'm sure. Coach Burns is going to look to his bench to get Enrique out of there, as he just did. Henry Ford, man, I mean, they're like in a little scoring slump right now. They have not executed here for the last couple minutes, and I'm not going to say it could cost you, but it can cost you.
Ziegler misses his second. Looks like it might have been a lane violation. No, a foul on the play.
Calling on Gerald Dutton.
And that will send Demarion Fishburne to the line, shooting a 1-and-1.
Dutton the third has been kind of in the doghouse, getting some minutes now. You better make the most of it. When they call your number, you better be ready, because they have other players on this roster, the Hawks.
Fishburne makes them both, ties it up at 27 here at the 6:04 mark here in the first half. Ziegler brings it up slowly, trying to put Marshall in position. Ziegler with the drive. Knocked out over to Ziegler, but Marshall gets it back. Marshall with some muscle.
He wanted to talk some junk so bad, because that's what gets him fired up. I mean, I love to see him doing this dirty work, because he's such a good shooter from outside. Henry Ford may need that today.
Long three from the corner. That's Cameron Williams. Good job defensively by Macomb. And right back the other way, a good job defensively by Henry Ford, as number 8, that's Gerald Dotton with the block.
Yeah, Gerald Dotton the third, as I said, he's got to make the most of his minutes, and he's headed. He's headed to the bench, and smaller lineup. See if Shamarion Hardy can get restarted.
Losing the ball. Henry Ford quickly down the other way. Left-hand shot, no good. Defended well by Macomb. Henry Ford will bring it out and reset their half-court offense.
Love the way Shamarion Hardy gets the rebound and restarts it.
Ziegler loses that one out of bounds, and it's off his leg and over to Macomb.
Yeah, somebody's got to be willing to go to the basket hard, be willing to take the contact. Ziegler's trying to be that guy. We appreciate it. A few minutes ago, Henry Ford was up 26-17.
Marshall with the rebound. Here comes Macomb. That shot missed everything and fell right into the hands of the Macomb rebounder, and the putback by number 22, Cameron Williams.
Well, right now, Henry Ford, I mean, they've got to score on this possession.
And Macomb with a 32-29 lead. Good D by Henry Ford on the top and attacking the basket, and that one just couldn't go.
I'm surprised they called the block. I really am.
Looks like Marshall may have had position. And he's getting called for the blocking foul, and that will get Wilburn off the bench, and he'll be set to check in.
And in this lineup that they have out on the floor, Hardy can run the point, score. Wilburn's going to get everything off the glass. Omar Ziegler is another one that can get off the glass, and Allen, you're going to look to him to score. Lead is expanding for Macomb. They've really turned it on. I mean, they were down 9. I'm talking about a blink of an eye ago.
.3:15 here in the first. 34-29. Macomb has taken the lead. Ziegler at the top, kicks it back out. That one's off the rim. Macomb in the open floor with the easy layup. Jalen Jenkins. Left hand shot attempt, nowhere to go. Got caught flat-footed in the paint. Jenkins from outside, no good. Ziegler with the rebound. Up quickly, Ziegler to the basket. That one's blocked by Nweke.
There are a lot of Macomb fans here, as you can hear. Ziegler with the right idea going to the basket. I just think Henry Ford's stagnant. They're standing still. They have to move.
Ziegler in attack mode again. Couldn't finish there. Turnaround jumpers blocked. Whistles blow.
Henry Ford just bailed him out with the foul. That was Wilburn on the foul, and he bailed him out because Ziegler was on the floor.
When the whistle blew.
He was on the floor after the foul.
Yeah.
After the non-foul. And then here, Macomb's down here, and they're not even identifying the guy that's open. So the foul just bailed him out. And they got all types of – they got to be oozing with confidence. Sounds like their home gym right now.
Yeah.
They were down 26-17, and they have outscored Henry Ford 20-3.
And Hines steps to the line and makes both free throws. 38-29 your score.
Make that 21-3. Henry Ford's got to score. Call off the dogs right now.
Let's see if Henry Ford can find some offense. Point blank range and just couldn't get it to go.
I think they're running 4 out, where you have one primary ball handler and 4 people on the outside, but nobody's cutting for Henry Ford.
Josh Hines on the travel. And Macomb wants to call a timeout and talk it over. 1:07 remaining. 38-29 your score. With that timeout, we'll take a timeout. You're watching Henry Ford basketball on the Henry Ford streaming network on YouTube. (38-29), 1:07 remaining in the first half. Henry Ford trying to get back into this one.
Yeah, I think it's early. You know, they got a lot of time, but you got to close this half strong.
Ziegler again in attack mode. And this time he draws the foul and will go to the line shooting 2.
Number 12 is Marlon Williams. He is a 6'7" wing player out of Benton Harbor, a sophomore. He's got some nice, long arms.
Another foul. I thought it was 2, but it was a 1-on-1 situation there. Now, this will send Amari Allen to the line. Oh, hold on. A little conversations with the official. Maybe not. No, it won't send Amari Allen to the line.
They switched that call. Amari was called for the hold there, not number 10 for Macomb.
Okay.
Malachi Irving, because, I mean, let's face it. Amari had, he had him pinned.
So Irving will go to the line for Macomb.
This is very un-Henry Ford-like. They're usually the ones that have the momentum. They're usually the ones before the half, you know, going on a 10-2, 12-2 run. This is not that today so far.
Macomb will retain possession after the missed free throw. Good tight defense by Ziegler. Another whistle blows. Foul on the floor. And that foul is going to be on Ziegler for holding.
Yeah, you don't want these guys to keep the ball on this end. Next thing you know, you're down double digits, and still early. But Henry Ford's got to pick it up a little bit.
And that foul was on Wilburn, not Ziegler. Ten-point lead for Macomb.
Well, it was never on Ziegler. It was on Amari Allen. But I don't understand how that foul is on Wilburn. Oh, right. Yeah, I get that. It was, yep. Correction. That was the right call. And now you can just hold for one shot if you're Macomb.
On a 2-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Spin move, jump stop through the middle. Good defense by Henry Ford, up quickly. Long three-pointer rolls in and out. And that's going to do it for the first half of play. 10-point lead for Macomb, 39-29 is your halftime score. You're watching the Henry Ford Streaming Network on YouTube. I'm Jeff Lowe along with Eric Pate. We'll be right back with the second half after this. Welcome back to Henry Ford College in Dearborn, Michigan. Your halftime score, 39-29 in favor of Macomb Community College. And your first half thoughts, Mr. Pate?
Little collapse at the end here. It couldn't score.
Leading scorers for Henry Ford, Shamarion Hardy, or Elijah Roberts with 8 points. And for Macomb, it was Josh Hines with 10.
Both teams were 3 of 12 from 3, so that negated one another. And they haven't shot it particularly well, neither team. Macomb has out-rebounded Henry Ford 24-15 so far in one half. So turnovers are huge, but they're just not a big difference there. I just think Henry Ford's just got to come out and want it more and take some really good shots and play good defense.
Nweke comes out with the big rebound for Macomb right out the gate. (41-29) in favor of Macomb Community College. Good strong drive to the basket, Calvin Marshall. A good follow that time by Macomb, Jalen Jenkins. Count the bucket and the foul. And you send Shamarion Hardy to the line for a three-point play the old-fashioned way. Hardy can't complete it. 10-point lead for Macomb. Nweke may have gotten away with a travel on that one. Marshall gets the rebound, clears it. Ziegler from deep outside, no good. Count the jumper, that was number 5, Josh Hines, leading scorer in the first half for Macomb.
At some point, you can't go basket for basket with Macomb, or you're going to lose. You got to find a way to score and stop them from scoring. That's basketball.
(45-33). Macomb trying to hang in on the road here with the lead. Nweke too far under the basket. Long three-point shot is good by Cameron and Williams. To the basket, strong dunk move by Calvin Marshall.
Now this may be what Henry Ford needs to get going now. It's sounding too much like a road game over here.
.35. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Ziegler on the wing, inside to Marshall. Marshall physically pounding his way inside for two. Marshall was determined to go inside. Now watch out. Getting a little physical as both teams cross paths.
Oh, that was all Macomb there. All Macomb, because Calvin Marshall is heading to his bench, and the kid from Macomb was running his mouth, and he hadn't done anything.
And the assistant coach from Henry Ford is explaining what you just explained.
Coach Payne.
Yes.
See, when you start the nonsense of calling a technical foul on a kid rather than warning somebody, you're going to have all types of problems, man. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to talk. There's nothing wrong with the talking. That kid initiated the conversation. I didn't get the number of that truck, but my goodness. Some of this stuff just doesn't make sense. And I don't like harping on officials. They get, they get paid minimal compared to some of the anguish that they go through, some of the coaches. But, man, this is well-deserved here. Because they didn't have to do anything right there. It's an overreaction.
Well, warning should have been issued to just both teams and play on.
That's what I've been saying. That's what I've said.
Yes.
All game.
So now the officials meet up at midcourt to talk over the situation here. Looks like a lot of attention is being focused on Macomb.
As it should.
Yes. 16-13 here in the second half. 48-37. And just to get you up to date, after the timeout, players were heading to each other's bench, to their own benches, and they kind of bumped each other.
And Calvin Marshall even said, why?
Right.
Why are you even talking to me?
So it looks like it's going to be, well, that looks like it is going to be a technical foul against Henry Ford.
The officials are ruining a good game. All that conversation, the delay, is nonsense.
So Josh Hines steps to the line and knocks down the technical. And Macomb will also get the ball. Now, some more conversations with the official on the sideline here. Trying to clarify the situation. So they're sending both teams back to their benches.
Yeah, the player in question was Jalen Jenkins, number 1.
So Macomb will get the ball.
I didn't agree with this at all.
50-37 in favor of Macomb. That was the travel. Long three-pointer off the mark, but getting his own rebound, gets it knocked away, and Macomb in the open floor with the dunk. Marlon Williams with the slam for Macomb. More chatter between the players and the officials.
Yep. Now, it looked like Ziegler and Wilburn were having their own conversation, teammates. There's a lot going on here.
Also, Ziegler was looking for the foul on that last play.
Yeah, he's looking for a foul. He got banged.
Yes, he did. Off the glass, nicely done. That was Hardy.
And now Marshall's on the bench because of the technical foul that he very well shouldn't have got.
Officials jump in for the jump ball, separate the players. Macomb will keep the possession. Wicke for 2. Marshall gets back off the bench. Henry Ford in attack mode again. Now Marshall checks back into the ball game. Three-point shot attempt, no good. Good hands by Henry Ford. Good find by Henry Ford, but not able to finish.
Doing some strange things here.
Three-point shot is good. Josh Hines from outside for Macomb. Ziegler from the corner. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
Still don't like the way this looks. Henry Ford looks like the smaller team, and they're playing small.
Whistles blow.
Well, let's go all the way back, Jeff, now that we have a chance to kind of catch up. After the dunk from Marshall, you have this timeout, and then you have people exchange some conversation. Henry Ford's kind of getting back into it. And then the next thing you know, it's a technical foul. And you hate to blame the officials, but it's a non-call at best. Then they have this big conference to determine who did what, blah, blah, blah. It's unwarranted sometimes. Sometimes you have to let things be. They're so concerned about not losing control of the game that they lost control of the game.
58-42. Macomb in the lead right now. Now Macomb has dropped back into a zone defense, forces a turnover. And an easy two-point play by Malachi Irving. Long three-pointer, no good. Henry Ford gets the ball in the open floor. No whistles called right there. His body's on the floor. That's E.J. Roberts with the two-point play. (60-44) and a quick timeout. The Coach Shepard. Home of the Hawks here in Dearborn, Michigan. You're watching Henry Ford basketball on the Henry Ford College Streaming Network on YouTube. And Coach Shepard and the Hawks are trying to find out a way to get back into this contest. What are your thoughts on it? Cole walks it up slowly. Three-point shot by Hines off the mark. Henry Ford crowd calling for the foul. No whistles blow though.
Foul was called on number 10 for Macomb, and that's Malachi Irving. He and Marshall are doing battle down in the paint, and here again, now every time they converge, the official's going to feel the need to be there and call something.
Marshall with a good strong move to the basket.
They're going to need him here to get back in this game and win the game, take the lead, win the game. He's got to be himself.
And that one's blocked by Hardy. And again, confrontation with the official.
I mean, this is ridiculous, man. I mean, this makes it not worth watching. The official is awful. If they call that technical foul on Shamarion Hardy, that's his second foul. He's ejected from the game. And I think coach is letting them know. They've got a who's the commissioner in the conference? I know the SID from Macomb. We talked earlier today. Does a lot, but he's calling his technical foul on Shamarion Hardy. That is a big loss. You are swinging the momentum away on nothing. He said nothing earlier, and now you got this situation here.
Shamarion will go to the bench. His day is done.
And why the need to gather everybody and have a conversation? Everybody has a job to do. Do your job to your best ability. I've never seen anything like this, man. In all my years, man, you got the officials huddling up with players. What is this, man? There hasn't been a brawl here. It's not good, man.
Macomb will get the ball out underneath.
And it's hurting Henry Ford. I mean, that's the flat out, because they're at home and every technical foul has been against Henry Ford.
One outside shot is good. And that's Devion Gitry. Marshall to the basket. And the foul is going to be on number 10, Malachi Irving.
And I'm surprised they didn't draw their whistles on that. I mean, it's just, come on. Taking the fun totally out of the game because you're trying to control the game. The players control the game, not the officials. They play the game. Henry Ford's got to hit some free throws. That's one of the problems here.
64-48. In favor of Macomb. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Good job in blocking out by Henry Ford. Marshall tried to make something happen there. Good defense by Henry Ford on the defensive end. Marlon Williams checks in. It's going to be a timeout, full timeout. With this timeout, we're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back with more Henry Ford basketball. (64-48) at the 10:40 mark here in the second half. This game has been something to watch right here. Trying to keep it civil because the officials have really been involved in a negative way. Whistles blow again. And the foul committed on Macomb, which will send Calvin Marshall to the line, shooting 2.
I think Calvin's showing his ability to go in the paint. He's getting to the free throw line, got to make them. And at this point in stage of the game, to have Henry Ford under 50 points, I mean, that's a pretty good defensive job being done by the Monarchs.
Not able to make his second free throw, 64-49. Monarchs battling to hang on to this lead on the road. Long shot, no good, tapped out of bounds. And that will be Henry Ford's ball.
It's a different type lineup for Henry Ford. I think the size, the length of Macomb is a problem, whoever plays them.
Marshall looking to go to the basket. Marshall hits the floor. Count the bucket, 64-51.
Amari Allen said, "The heck with that, I'm going in the paint." See you at the glass.
Fishburne at the line, misses the first. Quickly down the floor to Ziegler. Ziegler to the basket. And Ziegler will go to the line and shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, you got to have those, and I think now you're under 10 minutes. Henry Ford's got to do what they normally do. Get in here and work inside out. Those outside shots have got to fall. You got Shamarion Hardy, who I think he's ejected from the game. That's 2 techs. It's a tall order for the Hawks. So they got to, at the free throw line, you got to hit 2. You can't split every time you go shoot 2.
You definitely have to make them pay at the free throw line. You're right about that. Macomb trying to go inside. Good defense by Marshall. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Short jumper is good. And number 5, Josh Hines, he's been leading the way for Macomb.
And every time Marshall gets it, he's going to the basket. Just want some other players to, hey, step it up. It shouldn't all be on one guy. You can't play 1 against 5.
Hines looking for some help. Dangerous pass right there. Henry Ford has pushed this Macomb offense way outside the three-point line. But not a good foul right there by Marshall.
Well, he's going to the basket. There's some contact that you're going to get, but, man. And then they're using some depth. And this, Gerald Dotton III is checking into to the contest, he's got to give them something. It's been weeks. Sometimes you got to get out of your feelings and you got to play this game and you got to be selfish but with the team. What I mean by that is, hey, you gotta want it bad for yourself for what is down the future, down the line, and you got to help your team out.
And Dotton commits the foul. And that's going to get Marshall up off the bench right away. And Marshall has 4 fouls, but they just can't play without him in the low post.
I think they're going to play offense to defense, Jeff. Marshall be coming in on offensive possessions.
Okay.
It's offensive defense.
Yeah. (68-54), 7:52 here in the second half. The size disadvantage for Henry Ford, but played well. Good defense by the little guy. Bodies on the floor. And Marshall's being pushed back, and
I thought that might have been a shooting foul.
no indication on who the foul is on.
Come on, refs. It's 1-1, Jeff. There's supposed to be a free throw.
There we go.
But why can't they understand that? I mean, they have to do their jobs.
Right.
The officials get paid just like us. We sign the invoices, we come in. Come on.
It's Marshall at the line shooting 1-1.
I'm harping on the officials very harshly because we haven't seen this in all the years. At least I haven't. I won't speak for anyone else, but they're usually pretty good officiated games.
Macomb with the skip pass. Long shot off the mark. Marshall comes down with the rebound. Good defensive series right there. Ziegler looking to drive. Ziegler. Ziegler will go to the free throw line shooting 1-1. Important to knock down these free throws. Ziegler misses the second, 68-57. Macomb loses the ball. Henry Ford has to make a run here at the 6:33 mark. Marshall, strong to the basket. Marshall gets his own rebound. And a foul on the play will send Marshall to the line.
Hey, I think Coach Shepard is saying, hey, we're inside out, but this kid is going to carry us. He's going to touch it every time down. Now he's got to get over. Hey, he's got to come take the free throw. You're going to be 1-1 the rest of the game, and the next one you're going to get 2 every time. So the free throws are going to play a big part of what's going to happen down the stretch.
Everhart now checks into the ball game for Henry Ford. Well, now he checks back out.
Yeah, this is the offense defense. You got to protect your kid, the kid that's playing the hardest right now for Henry
Marshall.
Ford. He's hit the floor a lot.
Yes.
I mean, he's not used to that. He's usually a kid that works off of his three-point shooting, and then they go from there. But man, oh man, they got to come up with something else. Yes. Now they're playing. They're picking up their defensive intensity. Somebody's got to score out here.
And the timeout by Macomb. 6:11 remaining. We'll step away. We'll be right back. Hang on, folks. It's a good one. (68-59) your score. 6:11 remaining in this one from Dearborn, Michigan. Henry Ford and Macomb in a battle right here. Two good teams in this division. Both teams 6-2 in the conference. Everhart has now checked into the ball game for Henry Ford. The play is still physical, but a good job by Amari Allen.
Could have easily have called the foul there, and I think the Henry Ford bench wanted it, but somebody's got to play tough down there.
Late whistle on that one.
That's a foul. They found the matchup. He didn't cut the baseline off, and the kid hit a nice floater.
Marshall will check back into the game. Everhart will come out. Well, Shepard looking for somebody to just step up. 71-61. Marshall setting up in the low post. Marshall and a blocking foul on number 12, Marlon Williams.
Williams has had a tough time guarding Marshall. And Marshall's doing everything he's supposed to. He's just got to – if somebody's smart enough to just take a charge, then he gets that foul. Then he's out. $10 points is not insurmountable. Henry Ford's getting some stops. It's a very methodical pace right now. It's not up and down.
.5:14 remaining in the contest. Marshall knocks down his first free throw. Kent knocked down the second.
The split, it hurts you in bowling and in and basketball.
Marshall cleans up the mess on the glass. 71-62.
Haven't seen a three in a while.
Ziegler for three. It's good!
And right on cue. Now you hear the Henry Ford people. It's been a weird game because for a long time you haven't heard the partisan crowd here at Memorial Gymnasium.
And a block by Marshall. Quickly back the other way. Henry Ford, momentum is shifting right now. 71-67, 4:03 remaining. Marshall, another rebound. Ziegler thought about it.
Henry Ford's got some momentum now, and it's important to take care of the basketball, get something that works. Timeout's going to come into play.
(71-67), 3:27 remaining in the contest. And we are locked in a good one. The Monarchs from Macomb Community College and Henry Ford here in Dearborn, Michigan. Both teams 6-2 in divisional play. An important game for both teams.
Well, Jeff, I mean, right here is where, the hole that Henry Ford has dug for themselves, for itself. Now it's time to come up out of it. You got to have good possessions from here on out. 3:27 left. That's a lot of time, but it depends on what you do with this basketball. If you don't take care of it and they go down and get easy layups, it'll go by fast.
Nice drive to the basket and a foul on the play. And that will send E.J. Roberts to the line shooting two. Josh Hines on the foul.
Now, let me say this about our good friend, number 5, Eli. Eli Roberts is a pesky defender. I wouldn't say he has the best offensive prowess, but one thing's for sure, he can control this game defensively as an on-the-ball defender. Now's the time to do it.
And right there, he stepped to the line and made two very important free throws. which makes it a 71-69 contest. Hines at the top. Skip pass all the way across court. Hines from outside. Going up for the rebound. Ziegler trying to keep it alive and does so.
Hey, all the contact that they've called all game, I'm surprised they didn't blow the whistle here.
No whistles blown there. 71-69. Looking inside for the big fella. He's putting in some work today. Long three-pointer, short. That one's off the mark.
Full timeout.
2:10 remaining in this one. 71-69, a full timeout. With that timeout, we're going to take a timeout. You're watching Henry Ford basketball on the Henry Ford streaming network on YouTube. We'll be right back. .210 remaining. 71-69 your score. And Macomb with the ball. Oh, man, Marshall with the steal. Marshall taking it in his hands. Marshall!
Hey, man. A lot of things I haven't seen in this conference. And this performance so far from Marshall. Now, they got to finish the deal. It's big, man. This kid normally shoots threes. Works outside in. Today he's had to work inside.
This free throw will give Henry Ford the lead. Marshall makes it happen. 72-71, 2:02 remaining. Long outside shot, missed everything right there by Macomb.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Now, I want the Henry Ford bench not to say air ball because they might get called for a tech. I mean, that's the kind of game it's been with the guys with the whistles. But Henry Ford has persevered. Now they just got to finish it off.
Ziegler at the top with the ball. And the foul on Josh Hines.
Now would be a great time to hit both free throws. You hit both free throws, now you're up 3. And you can breathe a little bit, just a little, because there's a lot of time left, 91 seconds.
Robert Comsley knocks down the first free throw. Bounces the second one in. 74-71 your score.
Now they need a defensive stop. The offensive juggernaut that has been Henry Ford at home now needs a defensive stop.
Outside shot, no good. Marshall had his hand on it, so did Nowicki. And Marshall is called for the foul.
That's 5.
And that's number 5, yes.
That's 5. He's played his heart out. Needless to say, win, lose, or draw, he's going to be up here talking to me in the post game. And I got to tell you, he gave it his all. I don't know what his point total is, but we'll get the stats at the end of the game. Nice effort by Mr. Marshall.
Zeke Price is checked in the game for Henry Ford. His first action this afternoon. 2-point lead. Fishburne at the line, makes them both. Everhart is now getting ready to check in. 30-second timeout. Let's see what the coaches from Henry Ford draw up right here.
I want to take the time to tell our game announcer, get well, and if he's watching us, sick today, and I was thrust into some double duty, but hey, nowadays when you get that flu, stay home and take care of yourself because it can be crucial. So I hope he feels better, and I hope we all stay safe out here because the flu numbers are spiking. It's a good game to watch today, and let's see if Henry Ford can finish it without Calvin Marshall.
A minute and 14 on the game clock. Macomb applying some pressure. And Ziegler was calling for a timeout.
All right, so what's the timeout situation now?
So Ziegler gets the timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. One-point lead for the Hawks. And Coach Shepard has to come up with an inbound play so they don't get caught with a 5-second call here. Probably one of the most difficult spots on the floor to get the ball in. As Macomb picks up full court here and applies the pressure.
And that's a dangerous spot underneath the basket. Now you got to get it across.
So they get it across the timeline with ease. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Ziegler on the shot. 3 seconds on the shot clock.
He didn't call glass. I guarantee you he didn't call glass. We've been waiting on that one. We've been waiting on Everhart. At least I have. That's off his knee. That's off his knee.
You are so right. The timely shot by Everhart off the glass.
And then I called Elijah Roberts, on the ball defender, knocked it off of his knee.
32 seconds remaining, 77-73.
They got to get it in bounds, and they're gonna walk away with a hard-earned victory off their defense.
Everhart is wide open at the other end of the floor. Everhart all by himself. They forgot about the little guy.
Now they got to hurry up. If you're Macomb, you got to hurry. It's a big win, man. If they can hold on now, it's not over. It is not over.
Three-point shot, no good off the mark. Ziegler gets the loose ball. Up the floor quickly, 12 seconds on the clock.
Ball game. Ball game. Ball game. Ball game. Ball game. Ball game. That is ball game. And this is why I said it early on. Rivalry game. These two teams don't like each other. Their programs don't like each other. The tension's in the air. Hey, let it play out. All that nonsense. Let's conference up. Do all. Come on. Not a punch was thrown today.
79-73. Both teams came into this contest with a 6-2 record in the conference.
What was that? That was a dead duck. That was a wounded duck. Come on, you represent Hamtramck now.
Oh.
You got to hit that now.
Say, knock him down.
And he blew both. There he is. There he is.
Ford comes away with the rebound.
There he is.
And a big-time victory for Henry Ford College, 79-73. Your final score. And Eric will be right back with the head coach, Coach Shepard, when we come back.
Coach. 5-0 to you. Huh? You see? He said, you're a little zero up here.
Oh. You don't want him up here.
They don't want him up there, man. He's so funny. And that's the funniest shit I done heard. Oh, no, hey, man, that was some funny shit. Give me a goddamn sandwich, because you ain't doing shit. I'm doing the fucking post game, announcing, every goddamn thing. This ain't cool. Nah, don't give me that shit. Don't give me that shit. Don't give me that shit. All right, man. All right, Eric Pate back with you here on the Henry Ford College Athletics YouTube channel. Henry Ford College men's basketball final score, Henry Ford 79 and Macomb Community College 73, and happy to be joined by head coach Chris Shepard, as we always are, but then Elijah Roberts, number 5. We don't have the final stats. I'll pull them up on my phone, but hey, congratulations on a big win. And listen, we're so used to all this offense, all this stuff, and Coach Shepard, today it was the defense that pulled it out. Kind of talk about that and the way things went today.
You know, we guarded. You know, I don't know what the first half run, they went on a crazy run. It was like 30-2 or something crazy like that, and we stopped guarding because our offense wasn't getting. And then second half, we come out and, you know, we're still mad about the first half and we're kind of taking too long to get in. But once we get back into it, we just take too long all the time. Once we get back into it, we can really check. It's probably the best defensive team we've had because we got a lot of guys that can switch and do some things. And EJ, like, they spend a lot of time posting them. He's going to front and win there. We're going to send somebody backside. So I'm proud of us because for a while there we were getting punked, and I don't get punked. So I'm happy with their performance.
And Coach, let's talk about that a little bit. I mean, you know, there were words.
Yeah, we got to be way better than what we were today.
But Coach, and I expressed this on the broadcast. This might be my last one. They may fire me because I did not appreciate the officials kind of taking over everything.
You know, it's a touch. You know, it's a tough situation because I feel like some of ours were legit. You know, my point to the official was, you can't tell me that Macomb hasn't said anything to us all night, and that was the part where we were getting caught, and we got to be better. We just do. Like I don't like the way we let our emotions get out of check, where we didn't compete for the first half, and I don't let how our emotions on big plays. You know, we got to be focused on winning. When we are locked in with just winning the game, and we are not worried about we're pretty good. And Devon Smith-Johnson's on his way back. That's 16-8 that hasn't been playing in our lineup.
Right.
So he's on his way back. So we're doing all this without him. We're scrapping. We're having to play a different kind of defense where we send in all 5 to glass. That's why we can't get out and run. You know, we don't get out in transition because we got to have all 5 on the glass. So we're playing a different style of basketball that we want. Von's going to be back. So, you know, overall with the officiating, I thought they did honestly, I thought they did a decent job. It wasn't about that. We had some bad ones. My overall point is, you can't tell me that Macomb didn't do some of those same things. That was my only point.
And this is one point of clarification. Shamarion Hardy, was it 2 techs?
Yes. Okay.
And because I didn't get it all.
Yeah, I mean, they could have probably let that one go, but, you know, again, you know, in this is a loud environment today. The refs are trying to keep control of it, so, you know, I think that's a play on there, but it is what it is. We'll deal with it. But I'm just proud of the way we fought. I don't know what the biggest lead they had today, but we really battled today.
16.
I think it was longer. I think it was higher than 16.
Yeah.
I think it was higher than 16. I think we were down 22 at 1.20
No.
for sure. Yeah, I think it was.
It felt like it.
It felt like. If it didn't,
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
it was 16, but it might have felt like 22. I get it.
We don't get punked like that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Elijah, let me switch over to you, and you can just talk right into that mic right there, and the camera's there. You don't have to pay attention to that camera. But talk about your effort. I mean, you start in the backcourt with Hardy, and you really, 14 points, and also some key defensive plays, especially that one on the end, where you knock it off the kid's leg, and you all get the possession that win the game. Talk about it.
I mean, that's what we're asked of. That's what we're asked of. Regardless of my size or anything of that nature, I know that I have to come up big. I have to make up for where I don't have, where guys could be 6'6", 6'7". That's why he said, if I have to front, if I have to do anything, no matter what it is, I have to. There's no other option. I have to.
Yeah, I did see you down there battling down in that paint like
He's an
that.
animal. He really is. He allows us to do.
Some Pat Bev stuff looking like.
Yeah, he allows. Really, if you're defending ball screens, the easiest way to deal is switch. It's 2-on-2, and then just man up and move your feet. Usually, it's a big. EJ's significantly smaller than most of the guards that we've had in terms of like him and Amari Allen. You look at the size, but EJ does an amazing job of fronting down there. He moves his feet, and they spend more time trying to get it in against him, and we just send some help on the backside. By the time they get tired, they can't get it in there, they reverse it. EJ just played a great game today. I didn't know he had 14, but I know he did a great job on their star player. And you know what? The stuff that he does doesn't show up.
Yeah.
I tell him all the time how nice it has to be to not ever worry about making a shot and still going to play.
That's right.
Because he doesn't. I don't even look at his numbers at halftime. I know he's going to give me everything he has. I know he's going to be in the right spots. I know he's going to compete. I know he's going to be a team first guy. So he 2 for 4 for 3. I think he hit his first 2. But really, where he gives so much to us is the intangibles.
And Elijah, I want to round it off by saying this. You've been through the gamut already in this conference. You faced Schoolcraft, you faced Oakland, you faced Macomb now twice. Talk about what you think of this conference and some of the rivalries that do go on.
I love it. I'm excited. This is where you're supposed to be, where the gym is loud, where you can't hear anything. That's the environment where you want to be, and it does nothing but it makes me excited, and I'm so happy and thankful that this is where I get to play basketball under these guys, under Coach Shep. Like this is where I'm supposed to be.
Okay. And one last thing, Coach Shep, before I let you go, Calvin Marshall played big. I saw the offense and defense, which was smart. I haven't seen it happen that early in a basketball game. Talk about what he did today, going inside and doing. We're used to seeing all those threes.
When he's locked in, he's the player of the year in the country. Now he's not going to win that award. There's Josh Hines. He might not even win it in our league. Josh Hines from Macomb was really good as well. But when he's locked in and he's so strong, he can get to the rim. He shoots it when you put somebody that's bigger on him that maybe do a better job on the rim there. He rebounded great, which is what we really needed. Because Omar was doing a great job on 3, but Omar was stopping him from getting rebounds. So Calvin's got to go get those other ones. So overall, Calvin just, we rode him down. Every set was to try to get it in his hands some way. Hopefully, Vaughn should be back soon, maybe Wednesday. If not, we'll get him back hopefully for sure next Saturday, and we can make a run here. This is a great game, great atmosphere, but we got to move on. We've won the league here 4 times. We're finishing year 8, so we've already done this. If we win it again, it'll be 5 out of 8. Who cares? We got to get to Danville again. We're finding our rotation. B. Everhart, I know he made the banked into 3, but he was doing other things when the minutes he went out there. It's tough to play him when we can't. Rebounding's not his thing, but when he went out there, he didn't hurt us defensively. He was in the gaps. We got to get him some shots there, but I'm just proud of how we battled today.
Well, Coach, let's get to the big stuff before I let you go. Chiefs or Eagles?
I think the fix is in, so I take the Chiefs. I'm still mad. I'm still salty by Lions. You look, you got to remember replay that. We lost the OCC, and then I got to go home and watch that foolishness.
I was so amped up.
I'm still
to get
not
home.
over it.
My grandkids in Georgia all got Lions gear for Christmas. Who you taking, man? And you're from Texas, man.
Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, he went to Texas Tech.
There you go. He's got something in the game.
Well, you know what, man? Hey, I'm just glad Henry Ford won. So final score, 79-73, Henry Ford over Macomb. On behalf of everybody involved with the athletic department here, led by Rochelle Taylor, the athletic director, we want to say so long, and we'll see you next week here on the athletics website or YouTube broadcast for athletics, women's volleyball, men's and women's basketball. Says so long. Final again, 79-73. Henry Ford takes down Macomb. So long and take care.
Appreciate it.
Sir, thank you.
Right, no problem. All right, guys.